Welcome back to another video where I talk fitness numbers at you. Alright, so week 2, titled it adjustments because we already have a few adjustments as far as the kind of workout regimen and diet is concerned, as well as another adjustment for a cabin trip that I made, which we'll go ahead and start with. So, went to a cabin for around 3 days. It was a really great time. However, I didn't really track anything specifically there. Only really did one workout, which was a night ski, which did burn a lot of extra calories. But on top of not tracking, necessarily my diet, I also did not track the excessive alcohol consumption that kind of went with it, which were a lot of empty calories. But it was a lot of fun, which I think can be a lot better than 100% strictness, so I'm not going to stress too much about it. Outside of the cabin trip, honestly, I've felt pretty great coming back into the workout schedule. We're fully 2 weeks in, and I've been noticing a lot more stamina and a lot more energy. Overall tonnage moved during a workout has increased a lot. Specifically, if we look at a couple of the workouts that I pull up on the screen here, I know legs is always going to be higher, but I'm impressed with the better push day numbers that I put up as opposed to my week 1. So excited to see kind of where that goes. So yeah, happy with that. However, we do need to probably look at the kind of incremental progress that I need to do, kind of schedule that in a little bit better. I've done it with workouts in the past where you kind of just wing it and add pounds here and there, maybe you add reps. But I know there's better methodologies, especially with a recomp, that you want to do to make sure you're not losing mass kind of along the way. So outside some of the kind of general updates there and general feelings, let's talk physique. And this time around we almost got it right. I came back on a Monday from the cabin trip and realized, hey, I need to shoot the videos and weigh myself prior to eating lunch. Naturally, I shot the videos that you're seeing on the screen now and then proceeded to eat lunch without weighing myself. So with that in mind, it's no big shock that with the weekend activities, including alcohol consumption, as well as eating lunch, that the weight has not moved a whole lot. And specifically, I think weight and dimensions are near identical to kind of the week 0 prep. This is not very surprising as, changes that we're looking for, especially in a recomp, are not going to happen very fast. I'm trying to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. So any deviation from kind of the schedule / diet is going to, damper things in the long run. However, that kind of does bring me to my next point around the diet. I'm not going to go through all the macros again. I don't think enough has really changed. And if something does change, I'll bring that back up again. But I will go over kind of calories in versus calories out as we head into another week of training. Overall, my expended calories are actually up for the week overall to around 2850. Still, within probably 100 calories of what it was last week of 2770. So that could be anything from a watch discrepancy to just training a little bit harder. However, my average intake calories, even with changing the diet some, still averaged out to around 2250. So this puts me, when I'm following my diet, in the 500 to 600 calorie deficit range, which at the start, I was kind of worried about, whether that lead to a lot of fatigue, if it would lead to demotivation, things like that, if I wasn't really confident if I could do it or not. However, overall, I'm feeling super energized. I can see more in jiu-jitsu that I have a gas tank and kind of a little bit more stamina to push through. And as I mentioned with my workouts, I'm already kind of increasing the reps and intensity and overall weight and feeling pretty good and refreshed and kind of recharged already. So with that in mind, with this 500 to 600 calorie deficit, I'm going to try to keep that going into the coming weeks. If I decide it's just way too little, I think I'll change it up again. But this is where I've naturally been kind of resting with the meals I've been making, the protein shakes and things like that. I've been hitting 2250 pretty easily, and it feels pretty natural to me. So we're going to let that rock. I think so long as I don't lose the protein along the way, right? I maintain kind of at least at the 1-to-1 ratio with my weight, so aiming for 176 grams of protein in a day. I don't think I'll lose any mass. So that's always good, and I think that overall I'd be happy with the diet changes. So yeah, that's the update for week 2. I think that overall, I don't want to say it's so soon to be seeing progress, but I do think that my body naturally got back in the groove of things in kind of the previous workout regimen I was doing, as well as really improving the cardio and strength aspect of my jujitsu. So it's exciting. I can feel the changes a little bit already starting to occur. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'll plateau, but for now, things are looking up as we head into week 3. So look forward to kind of that update next week, and we'll see you all then.